The unaesthetic bin bag board is back, which can only mean it's a clay day. Come on in because I have half a pack of Das white clay and this random piece of wire thingy, and surely we can make something with them. I can't remember where this came from, but it's the kind of thing that when it comes in packaging, it gets scribbled away in the "that'll be useful someday" pile, and today is that day. I'm thinking it could become the wire innards for a little monster figure. It already has the 2 arms, 2 legs thing going for it, so let's add tin foil as a way of figuring out a form. I'm wrapping it around the centre first to clump together a core tummy, which becomes a good sturdy point for everything else to extend away from. At tin foil stage, I'm not expecting it to look like much, which is good because it really doesn't look like anything. But it is helping me to get a sense of the proportions, and I even managed to get it to balance for a moment. Staying upright, staying upright. That kind of works, doesn't it? Gradually, I'm filling out the body, adding a lump for a head and deciding that I might use this monster as a kind of quirky brush or pen holder. I'm thinking it could look like it is dancing with the brush. That's the direction we're heading anywho, so let's start smushing some clay into it. So the plan here is to roll out some clay so I have some pieces that I can fold and mould around my tin foil critter. Roly, 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 yup. Let's break this up and smush it on. I feel like I've plonked a blanket over its head. This is an imprecise method, but I'm not sure how else to do it, and little by little it comes together. As I add more clay, I try and figure out how to position the feet so that I can make it stand. It's trial and error for sure. Stands! Hurrah! However, it does have a really weird foot situation going on.
Oh golly.
So we need to fill that in and altogether make the feet a lot more solid and reliable. So I'm smushing in more clay, making the feet really chunky so the monster will have a good base to balance on. And with every addition of clay, I keep going back to check and realign the balance. Okay, we're at the stage where I want to get a sense of who I'm making, and for that I need to place the eyes. I always love using these ball tools. It's so satisfying to push them into clay and have immediate eyes. I do rather like the recessed eyes, but I think it makes it look a bit more ghostly, and that's not what I'm aiming for today. So I'll fill the eyes in more a little bit later. Before that, I'm going to add on some horns.
It feels like the thing to do.
I think its head needs a bit more interest because it's currently looking a bit abominable snowman. So I reckon horns will give it a little bit of extra height. I'm making sure to score the areas of the head and the horns where these will attach together and adding a dab of water between them to help them bind securely. So that's one horn done.
And that's 2.
Oh, I think the front is looking pretty sweet. What do you think? But on turning around, we do need to sort out the back. It's not a hump back, but it is a lump back. It needs some extra clay adding on and smoothing out. So come on, little monster, let's get that butt sorted.
It's eyeball time.
After much rolling and readjusting, I finally have 2 balls of clay that are the right size for popping into these sockets. It's amazing, isn't it, how different eyes can change the whole feeling of whatever you're making. Now I have eyeballs, I'm using a smaller ball tool to press in pupils, and I'm trying to make it look in the direction of the brush or the pen that it's dancing with. I feel like, at the moment, Martha looks a bit stunned.
Yes, I'm calling her Martha.
So I'm thinking we need to add some eyelids. So I'm making tiny sausages to drape around the eyes. However, I really have to concentrate on this bit because it's so easy to make an eye look accidentally angry with the slightest wrong smush. And I don't want Martha in a mood. Cue a careful eyelid attaching montage. It's time for a smile, and this is what we've ended up with. Oh, Martha, I think you look pretty cute. I reckon we could also add hair, so I'm creating a bit of a fringy quiff. Yeah, that's some kind of style for sure. Lastly, I'm adding a furry texture all over the body. Making furry textures on clay is very fun because you can be really free with it. And I'm not so worried about the tiny cracks that might occur. Imperfections are much less noticeable on rough textures. I make shorter marks on the feet, hands and head and then gradually elongate them for the tummy and the back areas. As a final addition, I create a little bobtail because it just feels oh so right. So this is Martha, eager to go dancing with the stationery. But before she can hit the dance floor, she needs to fully dry out and then get dressed in her most jaunty outfit. So we'll leave her for a few days, luckily in a very cosy, warm summer shed, so she should be dry in a jiffy. For you, my friends, it will be mere seconds. Oh, Martha, why do you look so blurry? You really do need a better camera person. Okay, that's more like it. Here she be, fully dried out and ready for painting. I've also found a handy tray of plastic from a food thingy that is super perfect for resting Martha into. Joyful! Now, I should probably have done a layer of gesso first, but I completely forgot about that and just grabbed my paints. So, oh well, hopefully the paint won't sink in too much. I'm going with the obvious choice, for me at least, yellow. Not only is it a favourite of mine, but I'm also sitting outside to paint because it is so very summery and hot, so yellow feels like the go-to sunshine colour. Apologies for the slightly too close and or wobbly filming in this bit. Setting my camera up outside is a bit tricky, but hopefully you'll get the gist of what happened. I'm going with orange feet, hands and horns because I'm thinking Martha can be a little fiery monster. Ooh, and don't forget the tail. She needs another colour for her hair and eyes, so I'm going to go with bright pink. I'm rather enjoying the warm colour jumble clash that is happening here. It feels very jolly and energetic. And this is how she's looking. I added in some darker brown on the feet and as a little shading on the hair and the eyes. I'm in two minds about the eyes. Do they look a little tired? I don't think the pink helps them to look fresh and peppy, but I do like the boldness of them. Well, it's who Martha is now. She's a monster with a bit of pinkitude. Let's leave her to dry again. She likes her alone time. And now Martha is all dry and ready for the final stage of her creation, the sealing bit. Are you ready to get this done? Yep, good, let's go. I have this DecoArt triple thick gloss that I'm just going to brush all over Martha so that she gets all shiny and gloopy. Nice. And then after yet another chunk of drying time, she's finished! Hurrah and oodalally, she is free now to dance around the desk with her favourite brush or pen. I think she came out pretty nicely, and she will certainly bring some sunshine wherever she goes. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was some kind of enjoyable. If it was, please do tickle the like button as it really helps my channel out. And I will leave you with a joke that tickled me. Why was there no food left at the end of the monster party? Comment the answer if you already know it. I'll pop the answer in a pinned comment. I hope it brings you a smile. Until we meet again, stay curious, keep making happy, and I will see you next time.